Hi and welcome to ECCB Connects. This week we speak with Michael Clarke, owner of Jamrock Restaurant and Bar, about his experience with applying for a small business loan. Stay with us, we'll continue in a moment. We have exciting news. ECCB Connects now has a WhatsApp channel. Follow us and stay in the loop with our latest videos, photos, and updates. It's simple. Just search for ECCB Connects in your WhatsApp Updates tab and get connected with all things ECCB. ECCB Connects, who we are, what we do, and how we serve you. You have been a small business owner for 13 years, and those 13 years you spent in the restaurant business. Yes. How has the journey been for you?
It's been challenging, really, for the latter part of it. For the first half of it was not that challenging because I was actually on the South Friars Bay Beach, where I was able to get some of the cruise ship business. Okay. And that was my primary business over there, the cruise from the cruise ship. So while my primary income was from South Friars, it now becomes dinner. Okay. And dinner we also go finer. So I have to rely on the stayover visitors from the hotels, as well as the local people who, come out to dine at nights. So that's a challenge. Okay. But it has its days and it has its nights, and I tried other things to kind of build a momentum here. Like, for instance, I tried karaoke. Okay. I tried happy hour. Those work for a while, but then, when everybody starts to do everything, then the traffic slows down.
Now, as with all businesses, there comes a time when you have to expand. And for small businesses, of course, most small businesses have to rely on financial institutions to help them with their expansion. You have to apply for a loan. Yes. You have applied for a loan before to expand. What has that process been like for you?
When I did the first loan with Development Bank, because I started it on my own, and then I realized I needed assistance financially, so I went to them and they didn't hesitate. I got the loan and paid it. And when I ran into challenges here, I went back to them and they facilitated the loan. And right now it is being very challenging, and I reach out to them and they understand the challenges I'm facing now. So, we have a relationship which is a good one, and that's why I'm able to continue to operate.
One of the challenges financial institutions find with small businesses when it comes to a loan application is the lack of records. Small businesses tend not to keep records, they tend not to keep proper records.
Well, we keep records. We are a registered business, licensed business, and we have an accountant that does our accounts. Okay. I run a legitimate business, and I try to make sure that whatever is done here is not a secret.
That's very good to know that you are doing that, because it's a key component when not just for loans, but just for the proper management of your business. And you also indicated that you are a registered business, which is another requirement when you're going for a loan. What are some of the benefits you've reaped from being a registered business?
People, when they come to dine or for lunch, whatever the case is, and at the end of their meal, they will say to you, well, can I get a receipt? Mm-hmm. And so we have our Jamrock stamp that we can also put the stamp on the invoice to show that, well, they were here and they spent, that's what they spent. They need it for their record and also for their company, because sometimes they get that type of benefit where they can come and have lunch and they will have to show that, well, yes, this is what we had and that's what the cost of it was. So we do keep up with good records.
I'm happy to hear you're on the right track, and you surely should continue with that process and the way you're operating your business. Mr. Clarke, you are in the process of applying for another loan to help with the expansion of your business, and this time you're working through the Eastern Caribbean Partial Credit Guarantee Corporation. What sort of assistance you've gotten so far from the corporation?
I met with the officers at Central Bank, and I was asked of some requirements, which I provided. Whatever they asked of me, I provided. And they weren't so happy with some aspect of the records given to them. Okay. And they felt that it could have been an accounts situation. Okay. They even went further to recommend someone that they use from time to time to assist small businesses, which they told me what I needed to do and to pick up from where we left off. So I'm into that stage right now.
And how do you feel about the process so far?
So far, I feel good. I feel comfortable. I feel that they want to help. They see the need and they want to help. It's so I'm comfortable with that.
What advice do you have to your fellow small business operators, small business owners when it comes to record keeping?
Well, if they are not capable of keeping their own records, then I would suggest that they seek an accountant who can guide them towards what needs to be done, and so they would, I would recommend that they do that, so that if they come and they have to provide such records, and they're okay with that.
What's next for you as a business owner?
After COVID, every person, irrespective of what they do, everybody comes into food business, and because of that, the restaurant business is now saturated. But at the end of the day, we are the people who are left with the overheads and to pay all the taxes and whatnot have you. For instance, when you look at corporate people who used to leave, say, Bastyr to come here for lunch, they don't do that anymore, because it's not about the quality and standard of food anymore. It's about price. Okay. And so and again, I understand. But for me, who have loan to pay and all of that staff to pay and all the overheads to pay, I gotta be making, ends meet to do that. So that's the biggest challenge I have, which is why I went to ECCB, this program, to try and get further assistance, which would help me to drive the business, because of it will help me to do a lot more marketing, do a little upgrade, and marketing would be my number one. And that's why I chose to seek further assistance with this program.
And now for this week's financial tip.
Hi, I am Terry Clarke of ECCB Capital, and your tip for today is: opening a brokerage account is one of the first steps to begin your investment journey.
Here's where we end this week's episode of ECCB Connects. Thanks for watching, and we invite you to join us next week for another program.